Welcome to day one of our 30 plus day free Get Up and Go challenge. This is a cow timer. Why a cow timer? Because I tend to talk too much, so I'm setting it at 10 minutes. I promised 10 minutes or less every day for our video. So let's get started. I want to welcome you for making an absolutely fabulous decision for you to get and create something automatic in your life that we're going to experience for the rest of our lives. One thing I can guarantee is that you and I are going to continue to face changes and challenges for the rest of our life. No matter what, there's not many things that are guaranteed in life, but we're born, we face a lot of experiences and challenges and changes and setbacks and failures and obstacles and roadblocks and problems, whatever you want to call them, and then we die. Now, that sounds a little bleak, and that's really simplifying the process, but that is a summary of what happens in our lives. So I was getting ready for this today. I was thinking a little bit about riding a bike. I would imagine most of you have at some time ridden a bike or learned to ride a bike. Same thing could be said for learning to walk. I was so excited when my dad got me a bike when I was probably 8 or 9 years old, and I was older because we'd moved out into the country, and all of our friends, my sisters and I, we moved on to a hobby farm, and my sisters were there, but everybody I knew was about 1 mile to 2 miles away back in our old neighborhood. And so it was back in a time, because I'm pretty old, that we could still ride our bikes around and we didn't have to worry about stranger danger and things like that. It was a much simpler time back in the 60s and 70s, early 70s. And so I really was excited to learn how to ride my bike. And then I got on my bike and realized that it required a whole lot of skills and things that I didn't know how to do. I didn't know how to balance. I didn't know how to pedal and balance at the same time. And so, of course, starting and learning how to ride my bike was more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I thought you just get up and you ride. Well, I'd never ridden a bike before, and neither of my sisters, so we're all trying to go around the driveway on our bikes, falling down, skinning our knees, crying, running into our mom, until we finally did it enough times and learned how to balance and ride our bikes. And so every day I would go out and I would ride my bike and practice around the circle till I was good enough at it and confident enough that I could actually leave my driveway and go and see some of my friends. My mom would let us ride and go see our friends. And the reason I wanted to learn how to ride a bike is because it represented freedom, connection, relationships, all kinds of positive things with me. So it was worth the effort that it took to skin my knee and fall down, and the pain of learning to do something for the lifetime of benefits and freedom that activity afforded to me. And as we're going through this challenge, the reason I bring that up is because some things are going to be more difficult that we try than other things. Some things come to us naturally and easily. Other things we have to work at, we have to practice. There aren't very many things, at least in my life and my experience, that I've just aced the first time I've ever tried, right? Usually we have to study or learn or practice or be exposed to new ideas before we can apply them, and we actually have to apply them and do something with them in order for them to work in our life. So how's this going to work? 30 days sounds like a big commitment, but I guarantee with the help of my handy dandy cow timer, it will be 10 minutes or less a day for our lesson. We're going to talk about a topic. We're going to talk about probably what it is, why it is. I'm going to share a tool that helps you to implement and use the concept or the idea of what we're talking about every day. And then I'm going to give you a little assignment or action item. Why? Because we get out of things what we put into them. The more effort we put into learning to ride our bike, the faster we master it, the faster we can ride our bike, the faster it becomes automatic, and it goes into our subconscious and we really don't have to think about it anymore. That is the whole intention of this whole challenge, is to take the process of handling challenges and changes and obstacles and things that pop up in our life and getting so good at the process that we can install it in our subconscious and it becomes automatic for any area or aspect of our life that we want to apply it to. And we're going to go through that. We're going to go through the process. We're going to do some foundational groundwork for the first few days. So we're going to break this down and make it simple and easy and fun into bite-sized pieces. So you'll be a couple days from now being like, well, what the heck's going on? We haven't even talked about the process of handling challenges yet. And that is absolutely positively intentional, because if we do things a little bit at a time and if we build the foundation, that's how we install processes into our subconscious. First, we have to understand where we are before we can get to where we want to go. So what's our tool today? Our tool for today is pencil, some kind of writing device, and then paper, some kind of a journal. I like to use a different journal, and you can see I have piles and piles of journals I've done from this previously. And I use a journal, and I actually do the homework and the assignments right along with you. So our tool today is just simply a paper and pencil. And you're probably thinking, well, I think I've used a paper and pencil, or a paper and a pen, or a marker, or a crayon, or whatever works for you. Get some kind of writing device. You won't have to take a lot of notes, but you want to be able to capture the few ideas and the key things that speak to you, that are important for you to remember. It's going to be different for each and every one of us. But I take notes and write down every day what's the tool I'm using. Paper and pen. Well, how am I going to use that? Pretty easy. Just make sure every day for the rest of the challenge, you got at least a scrap of paper, maybe just a Post-it note, whatever, a napkin. Probably have napkins laying around here too. Napkin, whatever works for you, something to write on, something to write with, so that you don't have to use blood. Blood is not recommended. So our daily tool today, paper and pencil. Why? Because there's so much data and so many statistics that show that when we write something down, it reinforces it in our memory. It helps to take it from our short-term conscious mind to our subconscious mind, and that's what we want to do. What's our action item today? We're going to keep it really simple. It's just to answer a simple question. How many challenges have you faced in your life? How many challenges have you done? Just a ballpark estimate. Now, I did this in one of the previous challenges, and I actually tried to count, and it was interesting the number that I got. And so share in the comments below the number of challenges you think that you've had in your life. And if you're brave, go ahead and share what you think so far your biggest challenge in your life has been. My biggest personal challenge in my life, I've had lots and lots of crazy challenges in my life, but me personally, my biggest challenge was surviving and overcoming a sudden cardiac arrest. Now, most people can't relate to that because most people have not dropped dead and had to figure out, be frozen and resuscitated and brought back and go through all the therapy and cardiac rehab that comes with that. But how many changes and challenges have we faced? How many people, especially during COVID-19? I have not yet met a single person that has not had to make some kind of changes or challenges or overcome them or made changes to their lifestyle, their relationships, their jobs, their income, a lot of areas and aspects of their life due to COVID-19 last year and the impact in 2020 in almost every area of our life. I have yet to meet a person that has not been impacted by that. So we've all at least been impacted by one change or challenge. So how many changes or challenges have you faced? Share that in the comments below. Any questions? I'm going to pop on live at 11 o'clock. I decided to pre-record this instead of doing it at 11 because a lot of mornings I have my granddaughter with me, but since it's Sunday, I don't have her today. So I want to make sure that it got recorded and we could get all the information out so that you have a feeling for what's going to happen over the next 30 days. 10 minutes, quick and easy, daily tool, action item, boom. Questions? Go ahead and post them below. Looks like I'm getting close on time. I'm watching the timer now instead of paying attention to talking because I know that I tend to share too many stories and talk too much if I'm not careful. So just want to give you a quick overview. It's going to be simple and easy and painless, but you want to participate, get engaged, do the daily assignment. It's not hard. How long does it take to think about, well, how many challenges have I faced? And put that in the comments below. It takes about, 20 seconds. Depends how long and how detailed and how you want to define challenges in your life. All right, any questions? Hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow, and we will talk about what's in it for you to do this challenge or any other challenge. Because I think it's important that we realize that having an automated process as simple as breathing to handle changes and challenges that pop up in our life is something that all of us can benefit from. All right, have a great day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.